Meg here from I Teach Stamping. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be making a thank you card. So let's take a moment and review our supplies. I've got a variety of punches, as you can see, and most of them are going to be circle punches from 2" to 3/4 inch. Doesn't matter the size, you just want a good variety of them. And then I have a label punch. I have some 1/8 inch ribbon that's going to be Whisper White. Then I have the 10-second bow maker, my Memento Tuxedo Black ink, my stamp, and then my die cut. So let me show you where the stamp and the die came from. So we're going to be using from the 2019 Occasions catalog, the Well Said stamp set. So I love this one, love it, love it, love it. I know it's one of the most, actually it is the most expensive item in the Occasions catalog, but I want to take a minute and just share with you why, to me, it was a must-have. It's because it is so versatile. Like, it is so versatile. You can use this for so many different things. So when I go to pick out what I'm gonna order, I always go with versatility first rather than holiday specific type things. That way I get a lot more bang for my buck. So I love this Well Said. Love it, love it, love it. We're not using the framelits for this one, just the stamp set. The framelits I'm going to be using are from the Stitched Labels framelits, and this is in the 2018-2019 annual catalog from Stampin' Up! On page 220. And so that's where we're going to get our little stitched label from. Love that. The other supplies that we're going to be using are going to be the Botanical Butterfly pattern paper, and this is one of the 2019 celebration choices you can get. So that means with every $50 you order, you get to pick out a free item, and you can choose that pattern paper as your free item. Then I have the Subtle Embossing Folder, a narrow scraps strip of basic black. I just need it to be about 1/2 inch tall by about 3 inches long. And then some Whisper White cardstock. So one piece is going to be 4 1/4 by 11 inches, scored at 5 1/2. And the next is going to be 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And then a scrap piece for my sentiment, and then our Big Shot and our adhesive. So I'm going to move a whole bunch out of the way, and we are going to start with our stamping. So I just put my stamps on there right next to each other on my clear block. So it's going to say Heartfelt Thanks. So that Well Said, some of the sentiments are more narrow and some of them are taller sentiment. And so I think it looks great when you back them up next to each other with the 2 different font sizes. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is bring in our Big Shot. If you like the way that I'm going over this step by step by step and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, take a moment and do that. I'll be using the Subtle Embossing Folder with the piece of white cardstock that's 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And on the newer embossing folders from Stampin' Up, it's gonna have a line at the bottom. I always have that on the bottom so that I can line my cardstock up to it and make sure it's running through the Big Shot nice and straight. We're gonna add that on our platform with the hinge of the embossing folder going first into the machine, and because it's one of our thicker embossing folders, I just need 1 plate on top. This is my favorite embossing folder because all it does is take, it may not look like much, but it takes any cardstock and makes it textured cardstock. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, now we're gonna switch over to our magnetic platform. Actually, I need to flip that because it's got some give to it. I'm gonna lay this on there on an angle. Line that up and send it on through. So you just don't want to run dies that have straight lines on them through your machine going straight through because it just won't give you as good a cut. Make sure you put them on an angle, plus it helps get better contact with the magnets on your magnetic platform. All right, so when we pop this out, we have our great little label and some stitching on each side. Love this, isn't that adorable? All right, we're all done with our Big Shot. It's time to do all of our punching. So I'm just grabbing a punch and going with the pattern paper. I don't care that it's cutting apart butterfly wings. I'm just looking for that black and white texture more than anything else. From this one, I'll do a 1 1/2. And this is also a great way to use up any scraps of pattern paper that you want. I'm doing mine monochromatic with the black and white, but don't feel like that's all you can do with it. All right, I'm gonna do a 1 3/4 on my polka dots. On this one. And I'll be honest, this is not a pattern paper that I like. I just don't care for it. So this is another great way to use a pattern paper that you really don't like that much. Just punch some circles out of it. You'll be good to go. All right, from this one, I'm going to do a 3/4 inch circle. Okay, and I've got 5. Perfect. Since we're on a roll with punching, let's keep going. So I'm going to use my classic label with a little strip of basic black. Now it's time to tie our bow. I'm going to use the 10-second bow maker, and I'm going to make a wee little bow with wee little ribbon. So this is just 1/8 inch ribbon. When you order the 10-second bow maker, you get access to all kinds of training videos walking you through how to do these at a much slower pace. Until you get the hang of it, and then in 10 seconds, you'll be tying perfect bows too. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to check it, make sure it's all nice and in the middle. Perfect. Then we just pull it off, and then trim our tails. There we go. To assemble our card, I'm going to start by adding my dry embossed piece of white onto my white card, and then we're just going to have fun with our circles. There's no right or wrong on how you put these onto your project. Let's see here, I'm going to move this one kind of up and over here, this one down like so, and that one like that. Then we're going to add my strip of black cardstock. So that black cardstock is just going to help our sentiment pop a little bit more. We'll add heartfelt thanks with dimensionals, and then I'm going to use a glue dot to take our bow and add it onto our sentiment layer. And just like that, we have this adorable black and white monochromatic thank you card. I love this. And remember, use up your pattern paper scraps. This is a perfect time to do this. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Now, if you like this project and you like the way that I taught you how to make this card step by step by step, take 2 seconds and hit the subscribe button on my channel. To get a complete list of all the supplies and more information about this project, if you're watching this on YouTube, just look below in the description. I've got it all laid out for you. All right, thank you so much for watching today's video. Again, I'm Meg from I Teach Stamping. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.